Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we are here with Pete, MasterPieceJewellers. Pete, if you don't remember him, was in season 1, episode 9 in the podcast that we did. Pete very kindly has a great box of watches here that I'm going to show you, but a little bit about these watches are Richard Mille's. Richard Mille?
Richard Mille. Richard Mille.
Richard Mille.
Yeah, depending on where you are in the world, I guess.
Exactly. So these watches, in this box, we have 6 RMs. So these watches are worth over £1 million. We'll let you figure it out yourselves because we'll give you the prices of these watches and we'll talk to you a little bit about them. But for those of you that don't know what Richard Mille is or what they are, is they were started in 2001 by a guy called Richard Mille, funny enough. And he essentially made the brand famous by, I think he threw his own watch, he threw his own watch on the floor. It didn't break. And that's kind of what created the...
And also, he's kind of got a big affiliation to F1.
Yeah.
So he's basically saying his watches are like an F1 car for your wrist.
A limited edition. They do, their watches start, I think the cheapest I think is about 50 grand. And the most expensive are well over £1 million.
Well over £1 million.
Exactly.
Well over.
These watches are all pre-owned. And we're going to start by talking a little bit about each one. So, I'll let Pete help me.
There we go. Whoa.
Whoa.
There you go.
So, this is what £1 million looks like in a box. So we're going to start with the RM10.
So we've got a pair of 10s. These are for people that kind of want to get into the brand, that haven't got, you know, the huge amount of money that you need for the bigger pieces like your 11s and your limited edition pieces, even though these are still a huge amount of money. The 5 is seen more of the entry level, but the 10 has got a little bit more about it. It's a bit larger. They're very similar in look, but the 10 is a larger watch. So you've got a rose gold one here and you've got a full titanium here. What's nice about the 10, especially in rose, is that the full case is rose gold, whereas on a lot of the 11s, even like something that we've got here, the Le Mans, it's a rose gold top and bottom plate with a titanium body. In terms of how it feels on the wrist, when you've got the full rose gold, you know you're wearing it. The titanium piece is like amazing. It feels like you're not even wearing anything. It's almost like you've got your slippers on.
That's one of the attractions, I think, to RM is how lightweight they are. The NTPT and the carbon pieces are just so light,
A true RM guy will go for the lightness and the materials that they're made with, opposed to the gold, you know, like seeing more of a flashy look.
It's funny that because also as a precious metal, you almost want more value to your watch.
Correct.
So it's definitely
you've got an NTPT which is like over £1 million, and then you've got a rose gold version which could be 200 grand.
Exactly, so, crazy, isn't it?
You know.
Let's show them the 1102, which I think is my favourite.
Again, titanium 1102. So the 02 means it's a GMT watch. So like a Rolex GMT, like what I've got on. Dual time zone. Again, it's a chrono. What's quite cool about the 11s that not a lot of people notice is there's a little window down here which shows you what month of the year it is. Very blended in. You wouldn't even know it was there unless you were looking for it. What's nice about the 02, in my opinion, is the colours of the dial as well. So it's a skeletonized dial, but they've put green, orange, yellow,
and red.
You know, I just think it looks really cool. So whatever strap you want to put on it, it just pairs together so well.
All straps are interchangeable, which is also great. Just show them the size difference with the 10. That's quite a significant.
So it's a significant difference between the two. And if you look at the side profile, that's where you really see the difference. So this will sit under a shirt quite comfortably, whereas that's impossible to sit under a shirt. You know, it just sits so high up on the wrist. Probably the most recognisable and classic nowadays is the RM11. When I first started getting into RM, the first watch I had was an RM05 limited edition Felipe Massa, but the goal was always an 11, a rose gold 11. You know, that was kind of the thing. This particular watch is white gold with titanium sides. Again, it's a chronograph, skeletonized dial, but it's like probably the most iconic. You know, when you think of RM, you think of an 11 straight away. As I say, the rose gold, now, you know, you're probably looking at circa 220, something like this, you're looking at circa 185, 189. But back when I first started buying RM, you know, a rose 11 would have cost you around 45 to 50k.
Crazy.
So, you know, in terms of investment, incredible.
Funny thing, people used to say, are they here to stay? And after 22 years, of course they're here to stay.
They thought they were going to be another Frank Mille, they thought they were going to be another Hublot,
no chance.
But they've never, dropped in value, like aggressively. Even like a big house like Patek, who have really dropped aggressively in the, the recent adjustment, shall we say. RM are the ones that have they were the first to peak, and then they plateaued, and then they've stayed kind of where they were. Okay, there's always going to be a slight adjustment. There's currency factors, there's cryptocurrency factors. There's lots of stuff that can, affect the price of the watch. But as rule of thumb, RM has stayed solid and really strong.
They don't make enough of these things. They're all handmade.
Yeah, correct.
They're Swiss made, and they're less than 5,000 a year made.
Yeah, correct.
And a lot of them are limited edition, which kind of, I guess, holds them a little bit in.
And also, people don't realise that a 2009 RM11 or a 2020 RM11 is pretty much the same money.
They might even have been, the 20 might have been worn more.
Yeah, correct. Because someone's literally thrown it on, and that's, so.
The 11 we've got in stock had a total rebuild by RM, £12,000.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's not a 2008 watch; it's like a 2022 watch.
Correct. And once they've been back into house and they've undergone all that. It's better than having a 3 or 4 year old watch that hasn't had any of the maintenance and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Let's talk through the prices on each of these. So retail prices on these, bear in mind, if you want one, you can have a deal. We'll have a deal. Always a deal to be had.
The Rose RM10 is up for 119,995.
Okay, so just under 120.
Yep. That's up for 104,995, the titanium 10.
Nice.
The titanium RM30 is up for 164,995.
Brilliant price. I sold one recently, really good price.
Then we've got the white gold titanium 11, which we can do a really good deal on that. We can take 184,995 on that. The 1102, which I feel is a very special piece, that's up for 204,995. And finally, the pick of the bunch for me is the Le Mans. As a petrol head as well, and what the Le Mans circuit means and the races that Le Mans mean, this is just such a cool piece, and this is up for 239,995.
So the real question is it under $1 million or over $1 million? I'll let you guys work it out.
Tell us below.
Pete, where are you based?
Well, I'm in Hatton Garden. You can find me at MasterPieceJewellers on Instagram. And the website is www.masterpiecejewellers.com, or speak to Lee and he'll put me in touch. Or if you see anything that I like, that you like, that you want to buy through Lee, we're the same. What for you?
Yeah. I'll take this if you can do the right price on it with me now.
Realistically, 177.
You got papers?
Everything full set. That's
full set with
papers.
box, undated papers.
Undated papers. And it's actually, from memory, a watchwinder box.
165.
Can't do it, man.
Come on.
I haven't got 20 grand in it across the retail.
What do you need on it? What's best?
What have you got that you can throw into me?
Well, I can get that sold as well, so I can get you. I'll get that one gone for you.
Yeah.
You do that one then for 170, and I'll put the 5712 that the guy didn't take today. I'll give you that for 85.
What year is that?
2017 UK papers.
Give me that at 82 and a half.
I paid.
And then
Paid 86 on that. I'll do 84 with you. I'll take a $2 grand hit on that because I'll get this gone. Done. Nice one. Lovely. There you go. Didn't even know you were filming that, Johnny. That's now mine. Little beauty, eh?
What is so it? I guess it's not 185 on the site anymore.
Now it's 200.
No, to be fair, we've got two of those. So
and to be honest,
if you do want one,
I think I've got it sold. I've got a client for that, so.
I've got another one with a blue crown as well, so it's got blue strap, blue crown.
No, I'm made up with that, and I'm going to change the crown. I'm going to put the dark blue crown on it. Yeah, and I know he'll take it. It's mint. It's literally.
I had that valeted and it hasn't been worn.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Mate, thank you.
Yeah.
Lovely, decent.
Cool. Done.
Oh.